Boom. All right, we are recording. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Let's take a look at how we did yesterday with our assignments. I know Maddie always tells me she would want this part recorded. So here.
Grandma, I think it's on the table.
Yeah, I mean, Monday, I think that's you, but you gotta be more quiet, my girl. All right, there we go. We are looking at, first of all, conferences for today. I've got, where am I gonna get it? I've got Haiti at 1:20. I've got Jonathan at 1:40. I've got Jose at 2 o'clock. I've got Maddie at 2:20. I've got Michael at 2:40. I've got Valeria at 3:20. I've got Leo at 5:30. Lucky me. Montserrat, we rescheduled your mom for next week, okay? Because she said that she had a new schedule at work, so she couldn't come today. Is everybody on this list? Are your parents, family members, humans, adults, the people in charge of you? Do they remember that this is happening today? Yes? Yes? Oop, that's not what I meant. I don't know the difference between pinning and spotlighting. Anybody know?
Miss Taylor.
Yeah, Maddie?
Yesterday, my mom was like, "Oh my God, I forgot your conference." I'm like, "No, it's tomorrow."
You want to know a great story?
What?
Mr. Seaver and I forgot to go to Rory's conference. So anytime your parents feel bad about forgetting something, know that, yeah, your teacher forgot to go to her kid's conference. Sometimes I forget I have a kid. Sometimes I forget that I am not just in charge of you. Okay, Haiti's not here yet. Jonathan, your family remembers this is happening today? Give me a thumbs up, Jonathan. Let me know they remember. Yes? There he is, he's back. Oh, he's thinking. Jose, your mom remembers she's coming today at 2, right?
Miss Tina?
Yes, Jonathan.
Miss Tina, can I tell you something?
Yes, Jonathan.
So what I did is I set on a line for 1:35. That way my parents have 5 minutes to get ready. So they can't miss it.
Learning from Maddie. Jose, your mom remembers her conference today. Yes, thumbs up, Jose. They had his internet delay, if he hears me. There he is. Okay, perfect. Maddie, you said your mom remembers. Michael's not here. Valeria, your mom remembers?
So
Good, okay. And Leo, your mom, oh, Leo's not here. Well, hopefully they remember. All right, let's look at how we did yesterday. Let's take a look. All right, I got everything from Malia, everything from Amara, everything from Ashton, everything from Amy, everything from Bentley. Billy, all you did was PE yesterday. I got everything from Brandon, everything from Braxton, everything from Christian, everything from Daniel, everything from Hadi, everything from Haiti, everything from Jonathan. Jose, 2 days in a row of nothing. I got everything from Leo. I got everything from Maddie. I got nothing from Michael, everything from Montserrat, everything from Natalie. Polo's just missing his test. I've got everything from Valeria and everything from Wyatt. Are you counting? Was I too fast?
No.
Want to count?
I think I have like 18 or 19.
More than 15, that's for sure. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You got 18. Very
Does that mean we get 18 marbles?
with
No.
movie girl. All right, let's see. 18 is
18 miles like all the marbles.
nowadays I all the marbles. Yeah.
3. And on top of that, I'm going to give you 2 extra marbles because everybody made it to their conference yesterday. They did better than me. I forgot my conference. But every single one of your parents made it to their conference yesterday, which makes me very proud. This is what you've got left. Can you get them by Halloween?
Probably.
Can you count them for us, please?
Natalie says yes. Can I?
Hey, turn in your homework for once.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can't leave it for everybody else.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise you can just get kicked out of the class pretty much.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Wouldn't make
I
a
already turned in my
difference.
journal, so
Oh wow, that's a step.
Good.
I'm gonna get all
This
of it done.
Let me edit this. I posted a special drawing video for you guys on Friday, but scheduled
I
it.
didn't see.
So we're just gonna leave that for right now. Sam's gonna fix that later. Okay, moving on. All right, Wednesday. That is today. Is today Wednesday? Did I lose my mind?
Yeah,
Today's Wednesday.
it's Wednesday.
All right, you'll see that when you look at Wednesday, it looks nice and little and small. Look at that. Oh man, Mini Day, you are so
I need to charge my watch.
Mini Day, you are so good. All right, so we've got to drag our Mariah Keeps Cool test. I'm going to just bring it up here because remember, we're going to finish that today. So I'm going to add to our assignments for today. And here we go. Assignments for today. You've got a journal, which a bunch of you have already done. You've got math for today, which is lesson 14. Just like yesterday, we're going to try to get most of it done during class since I can't do office hours with you today. You've got the second half of your Mariah Keeps Cool test, and then you've got your pedometer to 5,000 steps. So let me see those pedometers. Hold them up. Hold them up. I can't let you recycle your steps. I need to see that pedometer to 0. Jonathan, you got a fancy upgrade from Dad. Huh? Natalie is so sad to get rid of her 5,000 steps from last week. Clear them out, Natalie. Clear them out. Honey, I got to see it saying 0, girl. Let me see it. Clear it out. Clear it out. 0 steps. Look at all these people with their feet.
I don't know how it works.
Mine restarts every single day, so I don't really have to restart it.
Okay, well, that's fair. Brandon, where's your pedometer, buddy? Find it. Where's that pedometer? You got to find it. You can't turn it in if you can't find it. Daniel, you told me yours is in your backpack. Bentley, you told me yours is in your backpack. Find it. Find it. Get it out. 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 There it is. Good job, Bentley.
I got mine.
Ashton's finding his. Jose is looking for his. Braxton's looking good. Aaliyah's looking good. Amanda's trying to figure out what somebody's holding up. I can tell.
Braxton, you're upside down for me.
I kind of made
Yeah.
me laugh, actually, Braxton. Next time we picture, you'll have to do it like that.
It's not. Come on. There we go.
All right. Bentley, did you find yours? Oh, you did. Here, you showed it to me. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I forgot. Christian, you found yours? And Billy, did you find yours? All right. Jose, you're the only person missing. Brandon, did you find yours?
And I gotta do this too.
Your pencil pouch is where I told you to put it last week. Check in your pencil pouch and your binder.
Only one thing. Come on.
All right. You want 3 minutes for a head start? 3 minutes? Yes? All right, go. You got 3 minutes. Run, go, 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 jump, 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 run, 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 run. How many steps can you get? How many steps can you get? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? It's usually Wyatt. Go, 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 go. It's no fun if I can't see you. You have to run in front of the camera. Go, Amara, go. Come on, Daniel. I don't care if you have it or not. Get up and move. Go, Daniel, go. Up, up, up. Oh, yeah. Daniel, I forgot you can't get up right now because you hurt your leg. Wave your arms around, Daniel. Wave your arms around. Good job, Jonathan. Good job, Jonathan. Jonathan should do this every day. Christian, you're in slow-mo. Ashton, you got to make it go to 0 and then start over again today. Okay, you can't use last week's 3,000. Go, Montserrat. Go, 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 go. Christian, you got to move faster than that, Christian. There he goes. Brandon, did you find it? Go, Amy. Go, Amy. Go.
My mom's looking for it.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Well, you better get up and move around, Brandon. Go, Brandon. Go. Move. Get started. Hi, Haiti. I think Daniel's moving the computer. All right, you got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Go, 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 go. Maddie's doing on the soccer pole. I like it. Stop it. Go, 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 go. Hey, you gotta find your pedometer, girl. Can't even tell which one of them is. Good job, Wyatt. Go, Wyatt, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see it. What'd you get?
Man,
Oh, hold on.
100.
Oh, Amy and somebody else, you have almost the exact same number of steps.
I got 204.
104.
Oh, no.
Good job,
I
I'm at 182 right now.
At least you entertained, right?
621.
Good job, you guys. All
I
right.
don't know why. I think my mic's
So- What's up, Ash?
I'm at 207.
Perfect, Ash. Good job.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys.
I'm tired.
So we know how this post a picture of it. It's a pretty darn easy thing to get credit for today. You just have to go outside and move around. You can play with your dog. You can play in the park. You can do whatever it is. I don't care. You can walk around in circles in your house. Shouldn't take you that long. All you have to do is post a picture of it. So for today, great job, you guys. When we look at our list of stuff to turn in today, it is a pretty light day. The reason for that is because it is a mini day. You've got your journal, you've got math, you've got 2 questions of a test, and you've got to walk 5,000 steps. Thumb up, I've got it. I'm ready. I understand. Let's get this party started, Miss Tyner. Let's go. Oh, Brandon, I didn't know you left. You're on 2 things now. There's 2 Brandons. That's a scary idea. All right, I need you to get out your math notebook for today. And you're also going to want to get out homework lesson 14. 14 homework, because we're going to look at that today during math and try to get some of it done. Okay, so we are getting out lesson 14 homework and our math notebook. So I've got math notebook and I'm looking for math lesson 14. Oh, sorry, you're also going to need your planner because that's where those conversions are for the ones that we don't know. Okay, so you're going to want your conversion. Some of the conversions we know, like feet and inches, but some of them we don't. Work on memorizing that later. All right. I think Leo and Michael, and I knew Polo would. All right. Hey, did you find your pedometer, babe?
What?
All right, I'm turning in my notebook to the next blank page. Done a lot of math, you guys. You should feel smart when you look in this notebook. Okay, today I'm actually going to use the bottom half of that same page I used yesterday, because yesterday we did some conversions on this page. We didn't fill up the whole page. You probably didn't either. So I'm going to use that page again. I'm also going to turn my light on. I don't know if it makes any difference. All right, I know I can see people still moving around, finding all those things. We are looking for our math notebook, our planner, and math lesson 14 homework. Get Elmo to focus.
That's Maddie.
Braxton's house. He's the only person unmuted. There we go.
Oh.
All right. Does everybody have what they need? Everybody stopped moving around. I assume that means you've got everything that you need. So we're looking at lesson 14 homework. And when I look at the top of this lovely piece of paper here, what do you notice is different between yesterday's and today's? It looks very much like yesterday's. They give us 1 unit and they want another one. Now you can't see anything. And they want another one, but there's one big difference. What do you see as the big difference between today and yesterday, if you could focus your eyes on this?
Decimals.
Decimals, yeah, that's the only difference. The only difference is that today we're going to be multiplying times decimals, which is not scary because we know how to do that. We know how to multiply decimals, so I'm not too worried about it, but let's practice. Okay, so today, oh my gosh, I don't know. Today we're taking yesterday's math, which is conversions, and we're squishing it together with last week's math, which was multiplying decimals, and shouldn't be too hard because we know how to do both of those things. So let's see. So down here towards the bottom of this page, I'm going to just add another date. I'm going to just add that we did this bottom part on 10/14/2020, just so I remember it was a different day. I'm not going to give it a new title because I'm still doing conversions. I'm just doing conversions with decimals. So just leave that like that. All right, so what if we did 6.42 cups is how many fluid ounces? When you guys see fluid ounces and ounces, there are two different kinds of ounces. Fluid ounces have to do with liquid, like measuring things. Everybody knows what a cup is because everybody's at least made cookies at some point in their life and put in a cup of flour, right? Or a cup of water. I know Maddie makes cookies a lot. But fluid ounces, this is a little measure of liquid, little tiny measure of liquid. The reason it says FL in the front is because there are also ounces that are talking about weight. Like remember yesterday we were talking about babies that weigh like 5 pounds, 12 ounces. There's two different kinds of ounces. One is talking about liquid and one is talking about weight. Okay, so when you see FLOZ, that stands for fluid ounces. Okay, Ash, I need your attention this way, please. Jonathan, what's up?
I know what the answer to the first part of it is.
What the answer to what first part of what is?
The math.
Oh, you found the conversion number. Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's set this up first. Okay, hang on to it for a second, Jonathan. So yesterday we had our first step where we took our number and we put it in one spot, and we took our units and we put it in the other. That is not going to change today. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to split these two parts up, and I'm going to have 6.42 times 1 cup. Okay, so just like yesterday, the first step is I'm going to split up my number and my units. Okay. What is the next thing I need to do? What is the next thing I need to do? Don't tell me the answers to any math problems. Just tell me what's the next step.
You need to find the equivalent to the 1 cup.
Okay. And what am I trying to turn it into, Jonathan?
Fluid ounces.
Okay. So yesterday we had to put this little box around it right here, and we talked about how whatever I do in here has to have the same value. And Jonathan's telling me that the units I'm looking for are fluid ounces. Okay, so now we need our conversion paper because I know how many ounces are in a cup, and I know Jonathan already looked, but most of us don't know that. So Jonathan, hang on to it for just a second, and then I'm going to ask you to tell me. So you're looking at that conversion page, and can you find the magic number to go from cups to fluid ounces? Belly needs you looking at that page, buddy. Cups and fluid ounces. What's the magic number? Jonathan, I see you saw it. What is it, Jonathan?
8.
Is it right there? Look, 1 cup equals
11 says.
ounces. So my magic number to convert here is fluid ounces. So I'm going to put 8 right there. I just exchanged my 1 cup for 8 fluid ounces, and now all I have to do Okay, so how am I going to set that up? Some of us made it this far last night on our homework, and then it turned into some kind of crazy, I don't know what kind of math you were doing. So what am I going to do here?
All the way to the second.
Anybody? How do I set up a multiplication problem? I've got Jonathan, but I got a lot of other people staring. What am I going to do?
You want to go all the way across.
Hands.
Next.
Braxton, is your hand up? What am I going to do, Braxton?
You're gonna do 642 times 8.
Perfect. I'm going to write over here. I'm going to do a mini problem because I don't know what 642 times 8 is, so I got to write it down. 642 times 8. Now, Braxton, I don't see 642. I see 6.42. So what do I have to add over here?
Tenths?
Does my number end in the tenths place?
No, hundredths.
There you go, hundredths. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys multiply that. It's really easy, it only has 1 partial product. Man, go for it. What's that gonna give me?
Is this the stain protector?
Looking good, looking good, looking good. Are you ready yet? I see lots of people sending me an answer, but I haven't looked yet. Make sure your answer has a decimal in it. Stick gods are going to torture Jonathan. Jonathan, you must be excited. You're into this today. Jonathan, tell me how to do this. Are you ready, Jonathan? Are you ready, Jonathan? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? God bless you, Amara. You ready, Jonathan? Jonathan, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not helping me. Leo, can you tell me how to multiply this, Leo?
Times 8.
8 times 2 is
16.
perfect. And 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 1 makes
33.
perfect. And 8 times 6 is 48. 49, 50, 51. Did you have 5, 1, 3, 6, or did I mess up? First mistake of my day. Anybody? Yes, you agree with me? Oh, there's my thumbs up. Okay, let me see what you chatted to me. Let's see. Oh, looking good, looking good, looking good. I can see that from Amara. I see it from Jose. You're just missing your decimal. I see it from Aaliyah, from Hade. You're actually close. All right, so now I got to get a decimal in this thing. Wyatt, where does my decimal go?
In between the 5, or I mean the 1 and the 3.
In between the 1 and the 3, because this tells me it has to be in the hundredth spot. And if I put my decimal right there, my number ends in the hundredth spot. How'd you do? Okay, easier than last week's math. Okay, same as yesterday. If you understood conversions yesterday, then you're going to understand conversions today. All right, let's try one more in our notes, and then we'll start working on that homework for today. Fair deal? Yeah? Okay. Let's try, let's try 4.6 kilograms equals how many grams? All right, so we're changing from kilograms to grams. All right, my first step is I'm going to separate my number and my unit. So I'm going to have 4.6 times 1 kilogram. All right, now I need you to look at that lovely piece of paper in your planner and find for me, if I wanted to change from kilograms to grams, what would my magical conversion number be? Don't shout it out at me. Keep it quiet. Kilograms to grams. Kilograms to grams. Stick gods are going to choose you. You better know. Kilograms to grams. Choosing Christian. Christian, what's my magical conversion number to go from kilograms to grams?
From grams to
Kilograms to grams.
Is it grams to
So what we want, so Christian, is 1 kilogram is how many grams? Because if I'm going to trade them, they have to be the same.
1,000?
No, 1,000. All right. So our magical number here is 1,000. Now 1,000 is a really easy number to multiply by, right? Because I can just take the zeros off and then put them back on, right? So we know 2 different ways to look at this, you guys, and I want to show them both to you. Okay, are you ready? Doesn't matter to me which way your brain thinks about it tonight. Either way is fine, but I want to show you both ways. So one thing that I do is I can set this problem up the way that we've learned to multiply decimals. Set it up just like this, and I can multiply it out, and I'm going to get the right answer. Are you watching? Are you ready? You're just doing the math, aren't you? Yeah, I can tell because I love you. All right, so if I did the math the way that you know how to do it, it would look like this. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 1 is 6. I got to remember my placeholder. Now I've got 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. I'm going to add these up. 0, 0, 0, 6, 4. And then I'm going to remember that this is tenths. So when I write my answer, I'm going to have 4, 6, 0, 0, 0, and I'm going to have my decimal right there. Is this an okay way for you to solve this math problem tonight on your homework? Absolutely. But I want to show you a way that you also know how to do it that you may have forgotten. Okay, so if I take this original problem right here, 4.6 times 1,000, way back, a million years ago, it feels like to me, probably to you too, we learned about multiplying by powers of 10. Look, it was so far back, I didn't even go far enough back in my notebook. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so long ago. Way back here, way back on August 20th, which must have been like the 4th day we did math, we learned about multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. Remember this? We would make numbers bigger and we would make numbers smaller, right? And we started out moving them around on the place value chart. And then we learned a kind of sneaky way, which was to move the decimal. Thumb up, I remember this, Ms. Tyner. I was here. I know what you're talking about. Yeah? So like on this one, we had 0.67 times 100. And you guys told me that there are 2 zeros, so that means we need to move the decimal 2 times. Remember when we were doing this? Yeah, it was hard back then, but it wasn't so hard now. So I can solve this problem using that same strategy. Watch. I can take my 4.6 and I can make it 1,000 times bigger. How many zeros do you see on 1,000? How many zeros do you see on 1,000? I see lots of fingers telling me 3. I see
3.
3. I see 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, that means I need to move my decimal 3 times. So watch. I'm going to put my pen on my decimal and I'm going to go 1. Okay, now I'm out of numbers. This used to freak us out, but it doesn't anymore. We know I'm just going to add some zeros on the end. 2, 3. Ghost 0, ghost 0, decimal. And look at what I have. 4600 decimal, 4600 decimal. If this way makes your head hurt, makes your brain want to dribble out your ears, totally get it. Don't do it that way. Do it this way. But you kind of have your choice here. When you're multiplying by 1,000 or 100, one of those nice, easy numbers, just move that decimal if you can. Okay, up to you. All right, so let's take a look at this homework, okay? Because it is a mini day today, I will not be able to be at conferences today. So we're gonna take a look at not at conferences. I won't be able to be at conferences today because I'm at conferences.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at lesson 14, homework. All right, so we're looking at lesson 14, homework. And there is no back. Yesterday I told you there was no back, but I told Maddie I was thinking of the wrong page. But today there really is no back. It's just these 9 problems on the front. So let's take a look. All right. Now, if we were in class, I would be able to see your paper and I would be able to take your paper from you if I saw you riding off into the sunset and already doing the whole page and not staying with me. I'm talking to Wyatt and Jonathan right now, I believe. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I need everybody to hold their paper up for me. Hold it up for me. Show me that it's blank. Show me, show me, show me. Jonathan's like, shoot. Good, Jonathan. You're only on the first one. Good. All right, so don't ride off into the sunset and ignore what I'm saying. You got to stay with me and work with us. Okay, if we were in class and I saw you going off, oh man, I love to take that homework and just put it in the recycling and give you a blank one. It's one of my favorite activities. So here we go. Aaliyah, which one do you want to do? Pick a letter, Aaliyah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
E.
Say it again, Aaliyah.
B.
E. Did you say B as in b, 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 or E as in B as in b, b? Okay, we're doing B. Aaliyah says we're doing B. Is everybody ready? We're not doing A, Jonathan. We're doing B. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Yes? Okay, so I've got to go down here to B. Everybody sees where B is, right? Everybody's with me? I see fluid ounces and cups. Now this one's a little weird because it's backwards. That's why Aaliyah picked it. She thought it looked weird. It's okay that it's backwards. It's still the same thing. If it really hurts your brain, you can rewrite it. 4.25 cups equals blank fluid ounces. If it, ooh, I made a new unit. It's feet and ounces. If it really hurts your brain to look at that thing backwards, just flip it around. But it's the same thing. Don't worry. All right, I'm going to split this up. Units and numbers. 4.25 times 1 cup. All right, we just looked up this conversion. Does anybody remember it? Cups to fluid ounces?
8 fluid ounces.
8. It is 8 fluid ounces. So I'm going to put an 8 in there. And now I've got to multiply. I've got 4.25 times 8. Now there's no magic trick. I can't just move the decimal here because it's not a nice neat unit like 10 or 100 or 1,000. So I'm going to have to write this down. Okay, so I'm going to mini problem this. I'm going to say 425 hundredths times 8. All right, you are multiplying that for me. It's way easier than the math I was making you do last week. You'll be able to get that answer. You can chat it to me if you want.
Because it's only one little thing, so it will only be the answer that.
One little partial product. You got it. That makes it so much easier, right? One little thing, says Maddie. And I'm getting answers. I'm getting different answers. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Good job, Bentley. We are having a hard time agreeing on this answer, you guys. It's a little scary. All right, the stick gods are choosing who to torture, and they are choosing Jose. Jose, lucky you. Are you ready, Jose? Got the decimal in the right spot. I don't remember something. Jose, are you ready?
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
not that much.
8 times 5 makes what, Jose? You already got the answer.
40.
Perfect. And 8 times 2?
16.
Then I got to add 4. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20.
Okay. And then 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 2 more makes
34.
34. And Ashton, for the $1 million prize, Ashton, where should my decimal go if this is supposed to be hundredths? Ashton, where should my decimal go if this is supposed to be hundredths? There he is. Where's my decimal supposed to go at? Good job, Ashton. I heard in between the 0 and the 4. You sound a little robot-y, but I got you. In between the 0 and the 4. Are we okay? Okay, Ashton, we still love you. All right, can you raise your hand if you had that right? Because you're a genius. Adi, I need your attention on me, not your sister, please. Yes, you did really good. I saw lots of right answers in the chat. A couple people felt you were really close. You had your decimal in the right spot. I was very proud of you. All right, let's try another one. Here we go. Let's see. Haiti, what letter do you want to do now? We've done B.
C.
C, she says. Okay, we're going right down. You guys are not very creative. Just going right down the line here, huh? Still love you. All right, let's split this guy up. I've got 1.45 and I've got kilometers. 1.45 times 1 kilometer. 1.45 times 1 kilometer. I've done no math. All I've done is separate those things apart. So I have my units and I have my number. Okay, so now I've got to make an exchange because I don't want kilometers. What do I want? Tell me, what do I want?
Meters.
Meters. Okay, so now you got to get out that conversion sheet and find it for me. What is the conversion between kilometers and meters? Oh, I see lots of hands. What is it? Tell me. Yell it out at me. Tell me.
1,000.
1,000. Very nice. Okay. We're going to put that in there. We're going to say 1,000. My conversion is 1,000. Now, we have a choice to make. Because this is a power of 10, 100, 1,000, we can just move the decimal or we can multiply. What do you want to do?
Multiply.
Multiply?
I just added zeros onto the back of it.
That doesn't work, Maddie.
What?
Add the zeros. Okay, let's try this. If you want to multiply, you're going to raise your hand. If you want to move the decimal, you're going to put your hand on your head. I want to multiply. I want to move the decimal. Maddie's doing it. We have more votes for multiply. Let's try that first. Okay, so let's try multiply first. Here we go. We've got 1,000 times 14500. Now, I want you to notice that this multiplication problem is going to be a giant pain in the butt for all of us who voted for multiply. When you look at that problem, for anybody who raised their hand and said, I want to multiply, look at that thing. You're going to have 3 partial products on that.
Yeah, but they're all gonna be 5,000, 4,000, and 1,000.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the butt though. I gotta have all these zeros going all over the place, right? Let's try it. Here we go. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. I'm not saying it's hard math. I'm just saying it's a lot of writing. All right, one placeholder. Here we go. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. Are we having fun yet? Now I'm going to need 2 placeholders. All right. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. That's a lot of numbers. All right, I'm going to add that up. 0, 0, 0, 5, 4, 1. And I know that these are hundredths. Okay, if it's supposed to be hundredths, that means my decimal is going to go right there. Now, for those of you who had your hand on your head, you said you wanted to just move the decimal. Let's take a look at what that would look like. It was Aaliyah, Maddie kind of, and Leo were the ones I can remember. So let's look at that. So if I wanted to multiply this by 1,000, that means I have to make it 1,000 times bigger. That is 3 moves of my decimal. Here I go. You ready? Everybody write this down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Here we go. I'm gonna move my decimal 3 times. Ready? Here's 1. Here's 2. And then I'm gonna have to add a ghosty on the end because I run out of numbers there. Did I get the same answer? Yeah? 1450 decimal, 1450 decimal. Which one looked easier?
The big number one.
This one?
Yeah.
That looks easier.
That one was the easiest.
Besides moving a decimal 3 times? I'm gonna argue with Maddie. Okay, well you do it that way. The rest of us will move our decimal 3 times. All right, so I'm gonna write 1450 decimal. All right, which one are we doing next? Let's see, Bentley. Bentley, which one do you want to do next?
F.
Which one did you say?
F.
F. Okay, right here. F. The next one right here. All right, let's see if we can set this up. Here we go. Natalie. Natalie, let's see if I can hear you today. Natalie, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up. I've got 12.5 times 1 quart. Okay, now I don't want quarts. It wants me to exchange my quarts for pints. Natalie, can you find for me on that conversion paper, what is the conversion to go from quarts to pints? Everybody's looking. You know I'm going to pick you next. What is the conversion to go from quarts to pints? 2, she says. Yes, 2. 2 to 2, 2, 2. 2 pints. 1 quart is 2 pints. So now all I've got to do is multiply 12.5 times 2. I'm going to let you do that all by your lonesome little selves because I love you. Ready, set, go. Ooh, I see lots of answers. Looking good, looking good. Who else can get it to me before you run out of time? Aaliyah, make sure your decimal's in the right spot. You want it to be tenths. Yours is hundredths. Braxton and Brandon, you're both missing a decimal. Christian, you're missing your decimal. Looking good. Wyatt, looking good. Montserrat, what'd you get, kiddo?
I got 250.
Okay, so when you multiplied 125 times 2, you ended up with 250. But you also, I'm sure, had tenths written right there. So this became tenths. And so your decimal ended up where, Montserrat?
It ended up in between the 5 and the 0.
Boom, chakalaka. Very nice. Looking good. All right, let's try one more. Well, we probably have time for 2 more. You ready? Mr. Seaver, Ms. Hemmond rescheduled our conference for 3:40. Okay, that's, I had one at 3:20, but that was when I could kind of do it. Don't worry, just rescheduling a conference I forgot to go to yesterday. Nothing to see.
Set an alarm. Those help.
Maddie says set an alarm. You know what? I'm just going to put her on my conference schedule. Then I'll remember. Rory. Parent of the year right here. Okay, Billy, which one do you want to do next, Billy?
I set an alarm.
I appreciate you, Jonathan. You're more responsible than me. Which one are we doing, Billy? Wait, say it again?
G. G.
B?
E.
Yeah.
As in dog? Yes, can you imagine trying to teach kindergartners to read over Zoom? Guys, you can't understand anything they're saying. All right, D. I think you said D. Is that right, Billy? Then he froze, so he can't even tell me if I was right. Billy, we're going with D. Okay. Michael and Polo, be prepared. Pause this one before the answer comes out. All right, so here we go. You guys ready? Okay, let's separate it out. Here we go. 9.13 times 1 kilogram. Now we're starting to have some of these in our brains. Anybody know or look up for me, what is the conversion to go from kilograms to grams? I know I want grams because it says it right there.
1,000?
1,000. 1,000. Okay, so we're multiplying this by 9.13. All right, so you are multiplying 9.13 times 1,000. Are you ready? See if you can get it all by yourself.
I know the package.
I'll be right back.
In a minute.
All right, so we've got G set up, we've got H set up. I know you haven't finished the math, most of us, that's fine. We're gonna finish that for homework. When I look at E, you guys, I feel very squished when I look at E right here in the center because I have all this math. So I'm actually gonna do E on the back of my paper. I'm just gonna flip it over. So it's 4.75 gallons is how many quarts? I'm gonna flip it over. 4.75 gallons is how many quarts? Okay, so I just flipped it over to the back of my paper because I felt very squished in the middle. If you have space, carry on. If you don't, do the back. All right, I'm gonna split these up. 4.75 times 1 gallon. And I don't want gallons. I want quarts. All right, who's gonna find it for me? Gallons, quarts.
I know it. It's 4.
What'd you say, Braxton?
4 quarts.
4 quarts. Braxton, you're the conversion king. Okay, so now I've got a math problem to do. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna do 475 times 4. That's going to be an easy one. As Maddie would say, there's just one little thing. What letter was that? Okay, so I put E on the back because I ran out of space. And then we've got one more to set up, and then all you have to do is 4 little multiplication problems. You're done. Thanks, Ms. Tyner, you're the best. I know. I know. Valeria's just laughing at me this morning. Brandon, how's your new desk working out?
Good.
Good. You're doing such a good job paying attention today. I'm very proud of you. Great job, Brandon. All right, I'm gonna flip this back over. Whenever you do something like that, you guys, if you ever need more space, if you just tell me, hey, Miss Tyner, I had to put number E, letter E on the back, then I'll know why it's missing. All right, so you can always just tell me like that. Okay?
It's 100 minutes. You did it again?
Braxton's talking to Hunter. I thought he was doing another conversion on me. All right, let's set up the last one so you're all ready to finish this today. So I'm gonna split up I'm gonna split it up into 8.5 times 1 pound. Okay, what am I changing to? I don't want pounds. What do I want it to be? Tell me. What am I changing into?
Ounces.
Ounces. Now I'm going to show you a trick. You want to see my fancy trick for pounds and ounces?
Ounces.
You do. Thank you, Jose. Okay, so 1 pound, you guys, if you didn't know, is 16 ounces. Let me show you a trick. Here is the abbreviation for pound, LB. Spanish speakers, a pound in Spanish is some word that starts with L and has a B in it. Is that right?
Libra.
So that's why it's called LB. It actually comes from Latin, but my Spanish speakers, it makes more sense to you than us. But the abbreviation for pound is LB. Do you see that an L and a B looks a lot like a 1 and a 6? Anybody see how that looks really similar? Look at that. Pound and 16. LB and 16. It's almost like it's telling you that conversion. That's an easy way to remember that one, because LB looks a lot like 16 if you kind of squint your eyes and shake your head back and forth.
Tyner,
Looks very much the same. Yes, Maddie.
are we gonna be able to allow to at our conversion sheet on our test?
On your test for me, yes, you will. On SBAC, you will not. So between now and SBAC, we got to get some of those memorized, but we're not going to worry about it right this very second.
Can we just write it? Can we just write them all down on a piece of paper?
Absolutely, you can. But you like when we first start the test, you can totally write them down, but you have to have them in your head, not off of a piece of paper.
Aww.
That's 11. 8.5 times 16. Okay, for this mini problem, it doesn't matter which number I put on the top and which number I put on the bottom. I'm just going to put my 85 on the top. Doesn't really matter. You could do it either way. Times 16. And I'm going to multiply. And I'll have my answer. Okay. So that leaves you guys a whopping 4 math problems to do on your own. And you don't even really have to do the whole thing on your own. You just have to do the multiplication on your own. We've already set them all up. Okay? Everybody good? Bentley, yesterday you just turned in what we did in class. Today you got to actually finish it.
Wait, hold on. I'm still writing it.
Jose, I'm too fast. Well, it makes you feel any better. I've lost Bentley completely now, so he's not going to have any of it written down. Okay, are we okay with all that? Yes?
Mhm.
Yes, Jose, are you ready, babe? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna stop my share for a second so I can talk to you. Yesterday, we started our Mariah Keeps Cool test. We did questions 1 and 2, and I told you that today we would do 3 and 4. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is I need you to make sure that you look at how you did yesterday. If you didn't do very well yesterday, then you want to correct those things before you turn it back in. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see. No, Daniel, there's no office hours. Okay, here we go. We're looking at yesterday's scores on this lovely test. Okay, Billy, I know you're doing yours with Miss Amanda today. I'm not worried about yours. Jose, you didn't finish yours. Michael's not here, Polo's not here, and Daniel, I know you're doing yours at 2 o'clock today with Miss Amanda. Okay, so I'm not worried about Billy and Daniel. You guys are working that out. Yesterday, the half that we did yesterday was worth 5 points. What's up, Maddie?
Are you trying to show us something?
Did I not share it with you?
You're actually showing us ourselves.
Oh, that's fun. We get to see each other. Yeah, thank you for telling me, Maddie. I clicked on the right thing. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
So the part that we did yesterday, you guys, was worth 5 points. The whole test is worth 10. 5 points yesterday, 5 points today. So when you look at your score on it today, if it's 5 out of 5, those first 2 questions are good to go. If it doesn't say 5 out of 5, you want to make those corrections to what you did. So when I look down, I can see Hade got 5, Rio's got 5, Amara's got 5. Ashton, you're going to want to look at 1 and 2. I gave you some corrections to make to 1 and 2. Montserrat's got 5. Aaliyah, I gave you some corrections. Aaliyah, is it okay if I click on yours? Yours is a good example of what I want people to do. Is that okay? Thank you, sweetheart. So when I click on Aaliyah, so if I'm Aaliyah, this is what I'm going to see when I log on. I'm going to see my test from yesterday. and I gave her a comment. So far, she has 4 out of 10, which doesn't sound good, but remember, it's really only 4 out of 5 because you'd only done one question or 2 questions. And the comment I gave her says, see if you can fix number 2. So if I'm Aaliyah, I'm going to read that comment and then I'm going to look over here. You guys are going to see writing that I wrote on your test. You're going to see it in red. It's going to say earned. And for Aaliyah on the first one, the question was worth 3 points and she earned 3 points. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so her number 1, cool. She doesn't need to worry about number 1 at all. But when she goes down to number 2, she can see the question was worth 2 points and she only earned 1 point. So if I'm Aaliyah, I want to figure out why. So then Miss Tyner told her, I said, remember to tell me how she solves the problem. And I highlighted it right there. This is a 2-part question and those are hard. Sometimes you guys only answer the first part. That's the 5th grade thing. So for Aaliyah, I just need you to add a sentence on here that explains that second part. How does she solve the problem? This is a problem. The problem is that Lynn is getting suspicious about what Mariah is doing with her friend. Perfect. Now you just need a second sentence, Aaliyah, that tells me how does she solve that? Okay? So when you get your test or when you look at your test today, the first thing you want to do is look at how you did on 1 and 2. Natalie, congratulations. You did yours yesterday with Miss Amanda. You got an A+, girl. Can we give Natalie a round of applause? Nice job, Natalie. Very good. Maddie, you got 5 out of 5. Bentley, you still had 1. Oh, he's not here. Never mind. Jonathan, you got 4. And it says, see if you can fix number 2. So Jonathan, just like Aaliyah, when you log on today, you're going to want to look and see what was the correction. Okay, Braxton, you're going to want to look and see what I told you. It looks like you missed 1 on each one. Haiti, you got 5 out of 5. Amy, look and see what I asked you to do. Brandon, look and see what I asked you to do. And Wyatt, you just missed 1 point yesterday. So the first thing we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to look and see how did I do yesterday? What do I need to correct? If you don't correct it, I can't give you more points on it. Okay. So now let's take a look at questions 3 and 4 because everybody is going to be looking at questions 3 and 4 today. Okay, is everybody ready? The last thing we've got to do today before we do planners because it's a mini day and you're out of here. So here we go. Let's look at questions 3 and 4. All right, now question 3 is the hardest of all. So keep your brain on. It's the hard one. If you're going to lose points anywhere, it's going to be on number 3. Okay, so let's look at it. Number 3 says, what can you infer about the relationship between Mariah and Lynn? Now that word infer is a word that we use a lot. Infer means—
You're not sharing your screen.
What? Yeah, we talked about it a lot, right, Wyatt? We've said it a lot of times, but I'm glad to infer means what can you figure out? Okay, so let me give you an example. Maddie comes over to my house. She knocks on the door and she's covered in water. She's soaking wet from her head down to her toes. Soaking wet. She's standing there at my front door just dripping. When I look at her, I'm going to infer something. I'm going to go, my brain is going to go, why in the world is Maddie soaking wet standing on my porch? And I'm going to come up with what I think is a good answer. What do you think what would you come up with? Why would Maddie be covered in water standing on my porch? Amara, I see your hand. What do you think?
Because it was raining.
Because it was raining. Perfect. I'm going to look at Maddie and go, it must be raining. Maddie didn't say, hey, Miss Tyner, it's raining. No, I inferred that. I figured it out by looking at drippy Maddie standing on the porch. And I looked at her and I went, it must be raining. How else could she be soaking wet standing on my porch? What else do you think could have happened to her? Montserrat, what do you think?
Maybe somebody could have dumped water on her.
Yes, maybe somebody dumped water on her. Perfect. My brain is going to try to make an inference. I'm going to look at her and go, what in the world? And my brain is going, maybe someone dumped water on her. Christian, what do you think?
She fell in a pool.
She fell in her pool and then ran to my house. Absolutely. These are all perfect inferences. Okay? Let's say it's pajama day. You know when it's pajama day at school? Everybody loves pajama day, right? Okay, so Aaliyah wakes up that morning. She puts on her favorite fuzzy bunny pajamas. She zips them up. She's ready to go. She's got her slippers. She is ready. She rolls up to school. No one's wearing their pajamas. What is she inferring in her head? She's standing there outside school. Her dad has already driven away, and there she stands in her fuzzy bunny jammies. What is her brain inferring? What is her brain figuring out? Montserrat?
It's not pajama day.
It's not pajama day. Yeah. No one came up and said, Aaliyah, it's not pajama day. No, she inferred that. She looked around and went, it is not pajama day. These are inferences, you guys. Authors do this to you a lot. Authors, a lot of the time, they don't come right out and tell you something. Sometimes they give you pieces like Maddie standing soaking wet on my front porch, or Aaliyah in her fuzzy bunny pajamas when it's not pajama day. They give you a little hint, and then you have to figure stuff out. So the question number 3 says, and I really need your attention, guys, this is the hardest one. So eyes up, here we go. Looking at that question, here we go. It says, what can you infer about the relationship between Mariah and Lynn based on their conversation about Lynn's birthday breakfast on page 350? Now, we read this a while ago in class on page 350. You're going to want to look at page, what? 350, so that you can find this out. But as soon as I start talking about it, as long as you were paying attention during our discussion, you're going to remember this part of the story. So this is when Lynn is like, I'm going to stay in bed all day on my birthday. And Denise is like, fine, cool, do it, great, right? And then she goes, we'll make you breakfast. Remember that part of the story?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Do they offer to make her something delicious?
No, they offered to make her something very horrible.
Yeah, they offered to make her something. We couldn't even figure out what it was, right? We weren't even sure what millet cereal was, right? So Mariah's like, we're going to make you millet cereal, right? We don't even know what that is, but we can tell. And you guys told me, because they laugh, you guys told me it must be something gross. You inferred that. The author doesn't say millet cereal is gross. No, your brain figured that out because you can tell that they're teasing her. You guys told me this when we read this part of the story. So on this question, no, I thought it was under there. On this question, oh, Miss Tyner, don't you know we don't use paper anymore? This is asking you, what do you think their relationship is like? Mariah and Lynn. What do you think? Do they get along? Do they not get along? Are they friendly with each other? Are they mean to each other? What do you think? Okay. Brax, I really need your attention on what I'm doing, not your math, okay? Or whatever you're writing. So this says, do you think Mariah gets along with Lynn? Now look, this is one of those questions that's worth 3 points. And the reason it's worth 3 points is this sentence right here. Everybody sees that one? This means that I need a what?
You need a quote from the author.
Quote. I need a quote from the author. So first you're going to use your own words, okay? So let me see. Amy, do you think they get along or they don't get along?
They do both.
Say it again, Amy.
They do both.
Amy, I want to be able to hear you, but
I know what she said.
what'd she say, Jonathan?
She said maybe they do both.
Yeah, they do both. Okay, they do both. I would agree with you, Amy. They kind of do. They kind of don't. Who did I just pick? Braxton, what do you think? Do they get along? Do they make both?
They do get along.
So if I'm Braxton, I'm going to say, I think that Mariah and Lynn get along because now he's going to go on and explain in his own words, how does he know they get along? Okay. Then the part that some of us were missing on the part we did yesterday is the quote. On page 350, the author writes, And now I'm going to have my quote. So if you're telling me they do get along, you got to find a sentence from that page right there in the conversation about the breakfast. Don't tell me something about the party. Don't tell me something about the swim team. Right there on page 350, because the question says, based on their conversation about breakfast, do you think they get along or not? Okay?
I still want to book it.
The last one says, we talked about this one in class. So once again, if you were paying attention in class, oh, you got glitchy on me. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
If you were paying attention in class, number 4 is going to be easy because we answered it in class. It says on page 350, Jerry says that Lynn is weird. Remember, she goes, I told you, she's weird. Remember we talked about this in class? And Mariah says, I can say that, but you can't, okay? What does Mariah mean? If you were paying attention in class when we discussed it, it's going to be easy. If not, you're going to need to look at that page and read it and think about it. Okay? Good? Yeah, sure, you betcha? Okay, when you are done with this today, you're going to turn it in to me, and I will, if you made corrections to questions 1 and 2, I will regrade those and give you more points if I can. If you didn't have any corrections to make, I will just look at 3 and 4, and I will give you a final grade. You want to look back at this today because, like on Natalie's, you see how it has a score? I will give you a score. I will say 10 out of 10. I'll give you a percentage, 100%, and I will give you a grade. Because
We just can see.
okay, so you're going to want to look and see, how did I do? Because remember, tests are powerful. They have a lot of power over your grade. Okay? Everybody good? Everybody knows
Yes.
what to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
wrap for today. Let's fill out planners mini day. Get mine underneath your names right here. All right. Here we go. All right, let's fill out these planners. We've got 4 things to turn in today. They're pretty easy. What are the 4 things that need to get turned in today? Tell me one.
Our test.
Test. Okay, Mariah. Okay, and we're going to remember that we're going to check 1 and 2. Do 3 and 2. Unless I turn in 1 and 2, then I've got a little.
We can't see your screen.
Can't see my screen?
Nope.
Mine's failing today. Okay. You still left me in the middle. There you go. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right. I wrote Mariah test and I said check 1 and 2, do 3 and 4. If you got 5 out of 5 on 1 and 2, you're good to go. All right. What else needs to get turned in today?
Math.
Math. And we did almost all of it. You just had 4 multiplication problems left to do. Lesson 14, homework. All right, what else? We've got 4 things. I see 2. Amy, what do you remember? What could she be saying?
Ow, 5,000 steps.
5,000 steps. I heard an S. That must be it. 5,000 steps.
Ow, 5,000.
Now I can hear. All right, the last thing that needs to be turned in is
Our journal. Oh my God.
okay, one final reminder that I will not be in office hours today. Remember that, Daniel, you are still going to log on at 2 o'clock, but to Miss Amanda. Okay, Daniel? I'm going to remind you of conferences before we fill in the rest of the stuff today. I've got Haiti at 1:20, Jonathan at 1:40, Jose at 2 o'clock, Maddie at 2:20, Michael at 2:40, Valeria at 3:20. Hopefully I remember Rory's at 3:40. And Leo, I've got you at 5:30. Okay, if that's you, make sure your family gets there. We had everybody show up yesterday, which earned you 2 extra marbles today. Let's see if we can do it again. Okay.
Will we get 2 marbles if everybody shows up again and tomorrow too?
Yeah. Trying to get those marbles in that jar. All right. Today we had, how many people was it? 18. We had 18 people turn in their work today. Well, yesterday, I guess. Excellent. Even better than the day before. For math today, we did conversions with decimals. You guys did a great job with that. I was very proud of you. We talked about our Mariah test. I think that was about it for today.
Mini day.
Quick mini day Wednesday, whatever day it is. Okay, remind me tomorrow. What do we got going on tomorrow? Oh, Valeria, you're right. You can see pictures. I will write that down. I will make sure I get that up. Valeria wants to see pictures. Okay. All right. Reminders for tomorrow. I'm going to remind you that we have conferences tomorrow. My conferences for tomorrow, I've got Wyatt at 12:20 or 12:20. Polo, I've got Polo at 12:40. Hade, I've got you at 1:20, and Natalie, I've got you at 2 o'clock. Okay, so that's for tomorrow. I will send out reminders to your family for those as well. Okay. Something else I was going to remind you about. I don't know what it was. Oh, you guys, we have a serious situation. Do you guys
What?
Creators score from Friday?
Wait, what is it?
See? Stop my share. Can you see it now?
No.
No, it's blurry.
Oh,
Far away?
we lost.
Yeah, we lost. They got 100% on Friday.
Oh.
You had 91, which is really good, but they had 100, which means we lost. Now, Miss Hannah does not like losing. She really does not like losing to Mr. Seaver. So this Friday, we got to remember, okay, start now. If you need to find your shirt, wash your shirt, knit yourself a new shirt, I don't care what it is, we shall not lose on Friday. Everybody got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that means, Dan, you got to remember, because you're one of the people who's not home. Bentley, I don't know if we're going to get him to remember, but we're going to cross our fingers, okay?
Text
Ashton,
Bentley's
not
mom.
so Ashton, make sure you find something green to wear for Friday, okay? Ashton, we cannot lose to Seamus, okay?
Just put a green blanket around yourself while we kill him.
Wait a minute, Seamus, how do you, wait, hold on, how do you,
Like,
Seamus?
when I was in second grade, I have a camouflage backpack, and I forgot a green shirt, so I just had the backpack over my shirt, like over my stomach. That way, it kind of looked
You
like.
cannot lose. Miss Hyder does not like to lose. Everybody understands.
Yeah.
What do you mean, brother, with Mr. Seamus?
It's fine.
It's fine. Wait, what do you mean with Mr. Seamus?
I understand that. Can you text me? Everybody, I'm waiting for you. We're going to do a pledge. Hands up. Hands up. I do this in class a lot. Okay, now you're going to say I and then your name. Ready? Say it. I, Lauren Tyler.
Madeline.
Very nice. You solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will find my green shirt
that I'll find my green shirt
before Friday,
Before Friday.
because we shall not lose
Because we shall not lose.
to the stinky sixth graders.
to the sixth graders.
Okay, glad you understand. It's a very serious situation.